Good day, students. Once again, I'm your regular mathematics teacher, Mr. Imi Etuk. Today, we want to look at data presentation, even though we have started with it when we were doing frequency table. Under data presentation, we have how to present data, so that for easy understanding. So we can present data using frequency table, which we have done that already. Frequency table. We have done this with a table that shows frequency and the item of data. We can also present data using pictogram, pictogram. We can present data using pictures. We can also present data using pie chart, and we can also present data at your own level using bar chart. As I said earlier, we have finished with frequency table. Today, we want to look into pictogram, pie chart, and even if time permits, we go to bar chart. The first one here is a pictogram. You may be asked, what is pictogram? As the word implies, picture. Pictogram is the pictorial presentation of data. That is using picture to represent data, or using pictogram is the use of suitable diagram picture to represent the data. Example, in a class of students, we have grades, grade 1, A, B, C, D. If you pass very well, you have A, you pass B, you have C, you have D, you have F. Let us check this. The number of students in the class, we have grades. Grades, let me write very well, sorry. Grades. Then we have number of students. Maybe number of students. Okay. Now we have A, we have B, we have C, we have D, and we have F. Under this A, B, C, D, and F, we have A, 2 students in that class, 4 got B, 5 students C, 4 students E, sorry, after D we have E, and we have F. Good. Then E, 2 students, and F, we have only 1 student. And you ask to present this on a pictogram. Use a pictogram to present this information. Use pictogram to present the information. You know, pictogram is picture, and we are talking about grades. And grades is human being that can score grades, not plant or not animal or so. So solution, we have grade A, because grade is here, and we have A. How many students? 2 students. We can use, let us say this is students. Okay, we can use this pin picture. There is 2 students, we show this as a picture. There's a picture, pin, human being, show you at that pin. Then grade B, we have 4. Grade B is 4 students, so we can show this picture to represent students. That's a pictogram. If somebody looking at it knows that 4 students score grade B. Grade C, we have 5 students. So this is pictogram, showing you pictures. In this case, we are using pictures to represent the data. Grade E or grade D, we have 4 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4 students in grade D. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's showing 4 students. Then grade E, we have 2 students. And at grade F, we have only 1 student. So you can see this is a pictogram showing the number of students and the grades. So you should know that pictogram is the using of a suitable picture to represent data. Then let us move to pie chart, which is very, very important. Pie chart, which is very, very important. Pie chart. Pie chart. What is pie chart? Pie chart, you should have a great knowledge, you should know much about circle. Without you knowing circle, you will not be able to do anything in pie chart. Pie chart is circular presentation of data. Circular, you draw it in a circle. Circular presentation of data. Pie chart is a circular presentation of data. Now, example. Let us pick one example. Below, example. The table below shows how students travel to school. Now, this is the table. It can come like this, it can come in any other form. A method of travel, Then we have frequency. Good. Now some students will use bicycles. Some students will walk because they trek to school. Some students will use bus to school. Some will use their private car. Those that use bicycle are 9 students. Those that use that trek or walk is 15 students. Those that use bus, 7 students, and those that use car, 5 students. So the information is, you have to show the information on a pie chart. Good. Solution. Before you go into pie chart, you need this instrument. You need your pair of compass. Which will tell the direction of movement using drawing circle. You need protractor, which you use in making your angles. You need this, your protractor, because you are not going to use your hand to divide the angles. And you need your ruler. These are very important instruments when it comes to pie chart. Please do not use your hand to draw a circle or use your hand to cut the angles. Your examiner, your teacher will mark it wrong. You need this instrument that are in your masset. So you can see, I have my blackboard compass. Which this is a blackboard compass or whiteboard or whatever. This one is for your teacher, big one like this. So this is the one I'm going to use to show you how to draw a clean circle. You place the pin, the pin on your book, your notebook or your exam paper, and draw a circle. Make sure that you put it very well. Draw a circle like I'm going to draw now. You see, you draw it using a clean circle. You draw your clean circle. In that question, we have mode of traveling, mode or method. Good. We have frequency. Good. What is the mode of mode here? We have bicycle. How many? 9. We have those that trek or walk. How many? 15. Those that use bus. How many? 7. Those that use cars. How many? 5. At the end, we have total. Take note that you need total. If you add all this, we are going to have 36. Now, we have angle of sector. Sectoral angle. And this is the one that will help you to draw your circle. This is the one that help you to draw your circle. In SS 1, 2, 3, we call it sectoral angle. But this one, I will call it angle of sector for you. Angle of sector. Because this is the side that you use in drawing your pie chart. Now, a circle, the complete degree in a circle is 360 degrees. Take note that a circle is made up of 360 degrees. So, your total angle here must be 360 degrees. How do we do that? Based on this total and each of the methods, we have 9 here for the bicycle divided by 36. Divided by 36 total times 360 degrees. That is for your bicycle. Your result here will give you the angle that will represent bicycle. The same thing, 15 divided by 36 times 360 degrees. Any result here will give you the angle that represents those that walk. 7 divided by 36 times 360 degrees, and 5 divided by 36 times 360 degrees. Mind you, 36 is the total here. We don't take it from anywhere. We take it from the total of frequency. So if you do that very well, if you cancel this, 36 goes here 1, 36 goes here 1, that will give you 10. 10, that is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. 36 goes here 1, 36 goes here 10. That will give us 150 degrees. Yeah? 36 goes here 1, 36 goes here 10. That will give you 70 degrees. 36 goes here 1, 36 goes here 10. That will give you 50 degrees. If you add this, you should be able to have 360 degrees. When we get that, that is when we go into drawing of our circle, which I've shown you before, the instrument that you need to use in drawing your circle. And using that our pair of compass, we draw our circle, as I showed you before. Now, we are now going to use our protractor to divide our angle, split this circle into this sector, all these sectors. But the first thing is we need, please remember this, this is your center of the circle here. Then you need, I don't have that blackboard ruler, I use this small ruler that you will use in exam. We need radius. First thing, because that is the starting point, we need radius. You need radius that will enable you to start. That is your starting point. That is your radius. Then, that line must be there. That is the starting point. The first one is bicycle. Bicycle is 90 degrees. We all know that. Then you place your protractor where you will see it will read from left to right. 10 degrees to 180 degrees. It's a semicircle. Or from your right to left, 10 degrees to 180 degrees. You fix it at the center. When you fix it at the center, the bicycle is 90 degrees. You will see a very big 90 degrees there. You dot it. This is 90 degrees here. When you dot it, you use your ruler or use a straight line or your ruler to make sure that you bring out your 90 degrees, your line. It's very important. You have to use this instrument. Your teacher will not mark it for you. If you measure it, it's not up to 90 degrees. So this will be your bicycle. Bicycle. This is your 90 degrees bicycle. The next one is those that trek to school. Those that trek to school is 150 degrees. You turn your compass and make it from the zero line. You see me? You see it as it is at the zero line. When I pick it at the zero line, I've turned my compass at the zero line here. This is the center here. Then my 150 degrees, if I start from here, this is a 0. If you 0, 10, 20, 30, you see 90 is here. What do you see here? You see 1. Then we have 150 degrees here. 150 degrees. Use that very well. That's 150 degrees. 150 degrees. Then we mark it. When we mark it, we draw our line to touch the circumference. Draw our line to touch the circumference. So this is those that walk to school. Good. Then the next one is those that use buses, 70 degrees. We turn our compass and make this a zero line. Turn it and make it a zero line. A zero line at the middle here. 70. This is your 70. This is your 70. 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. These are 70 degrees here. From there, we join it here to our circumference. Make sure that you use your ruler. You use your ruler and make it neat. My own will not be, because since I'm using marker, it will be cleaning off. This is your bus. Those that use bus. And the remaining one is those that use car. If you measure this very well, you discover that the remaining one here is your 50. The remaining one, if you check, is your 50. So this will give you those that use car. You can see that this is your pie chart that represents that mode of movement. So you should be able to draw your circle using those instruments and use your compass to dissect those angles. You don't need to use your hand. You use your compass, use your protractor to do that. Data presentation, as we said, we have finished with frequency table, pictogram, and pie chart. Let us go into bar chart. This one is just vertical presentation of data using bars. You use bars to represent your data vertically. Remember, it's a vertical representation of data using bars. Vertical representation of data using bars. Equal bars. Now let us move into one example using that same example, the grade and the number of students. Example. That same example that we deal with the grade and the number of students. we have grade. I don't want to waste time here. Grade. We have frequency. Okay. We have A. We have 2. We have B. We have C. We have D. We have E. And we have F. Good. You have 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Okay. This bar chart is advised to be drawn in a graph book. But we don't have graph book here. I will advise you to draw it in your graph book so that the bars